This isn't a dystopia warning. No, it's more of a utopia update. What? And no, that's not because anything good's happened in Britain, because nothing good ever happens in Britain. Not anymore. We're in hell. This is actually a video made specifically for my YouTube audience. Hello, you delightful bastards. Because I woke up yesterday and I woke up yesterday and discovered this. 20,000 subscribers. Fucking hell. So I just wanted to say a thank you, really. Thank you for following me and putting up with my nonsense. Now, as some of you will know, I actually started off on the other app, you know, the clock app, TikTok. I have to say that YouTube's actually fast becoming my favourite platform to use. It's user friendly, there's a really nice community, everyone's really friendly and decent. There's significantly less abuse and trolling, although that will probably change as the account grows a bit larger. But yeah, it's been a really positive experience on here so far, and I'm actually going to make it my primary platform moving forward. Now, as some of you will know, when I started off on the other app all those years ago, back during the dark apocalyptic days of lockdown, I just used to razz the shit out of Tory MPs mostly. One of my favourite things to do was actually to compare Tory MPs to serial killers like Fred Westminster, etc. But people would get really angry and offended about it. Yeah, they'd start like clutching their pearls, going, "You can't say that. You can't compare Tory MPs to serial killers." And I was like, do you know what? You're right, actually. Yeah, it's really offensive to serial killers. Most of them could only aspire to reach the levels that this government has in terms of, you know, just picking people off. In fact, I'd go as far as to say that the last 13 years of this Conservative government has probably inspired prospective murderers to become Tory MPs. Because apparently if you're a Tory MP, you just get away with it. No questions asked, you know. Chucking an off a cliff, no one says anything. Fred Westminster though in particular, that's what I used to call Boris Johnson. And then, as I said, it became really just offensive to Fred West on 3 levels, and I'll explain them to you. Reason number 1. Fred West was apparently really good at his job, could really lay a patio. I mean, there was no Trustpilot back then, but you know, word of mouth was that he was a grafter. Boris Johnson, not so much. Reason number 2, Boris Johnson killed way more people than Fred West. Just think about how much patio space Fred West would have had to keep up with Johnson's like hit record. And finally, we knew how many children Fred West had. The same can't be said about Boris Johnson, can it? Now, I'm obviously not a journalist. I'm definitely not a broadcaster, and I think that's just explained why. But I'm someone that started making videos in my lounge. I still do. I haven't got a high-tech setup, as is obvious. And I moved from razzing them just into kind of looking into investigative journalism, finding out what they were up to, and telling people, whilst in horror, what I found. There are certain things that really matter to me, which is the truth. So just recently I had to pull one of my videos because I realised that there was some factually incorrect information in it. I'm not perfect, I haven't got a master's in politics. But I have, for whatever reason, got this weird Manson-esque ability to draw a following. So I'm going to use that to tell people what I found out, the truth about what the Conservative government are up to, and just try and make sure that people are informed. And I think the reason that people like me and a lot of other people that are doing what I do are gaining followers at such a rate is because I think there's a real appetite for truth. Deep down, people know they're being lied to and they want to know what's really happening. I really carefully research my content. I back it up with articles by respected journalists. Then I throw in a few jokes, mostly for my own amusement, but also because I have a deep-seated desire to amuse people because I wasn't hugged enough as a child. Fuck you. There's no shadowy figures funding me, if only. If any shadowy figures want to fund me, the link's in my bio. The Labour Party sure as hell aren't funding me, if only. They are as tight as a nun's chuff, frankly. I'm a Labour member and a voter, but I'm also a part of StopTheTories.vote, which is a tactical vote campaign which helped lose the Conservatives over 1,000 council seats in the local election, and we're going to come hard for these guys at the next general election. We're joining forces. It's going to be naughty. If you want to sign up, go there. We're going to need everyone's help. But to those that are following me currently, thank you for all the love and support that you've shown me, and you've made me feel really welcome on this app. I'm going to be doing more live streams, so if you want to see me be a total bellend in real time, you know where to find me. Here Stay tuned, because tomorrow I'm going to be dropping my video on Greg Hands, a person that some people call Postman Twat. A lot of people calling Barbara Streisand's, because in trying to smear Carol Vorderman, a lot of corruption's been uncovered regarding this government and PPE contract. So I'm going to have to very carefully research that, because old Hansy's getting a little bit litigious. But again, thank you for joining me in my jardin with my hair that is currently insane today. And thanks to every single one of the 20,000 people that tune in to hear me. Mostly rage swear. Means a lot. Yeah. Over and out.